Hey everybody, I'm David, and today is my DCTV Weekly Rankings. Now, if you are a regular follower of me, especially on my DCTV show reviews, you're probably wondering, wait a minute, David, Arrow aired this week. Where's your Arrow review? I didn't do it because I went to go see Ready Player One, which is a really fun film. If you haven't seen it yet, please go check it out and then check my review. Or check my review. I try to avoid spoilers, so you might be safe on the spoiler stuff. But yes, that's the reason I didn't do an Arrow review. So since I didn't do one for Arrow last night, I thought, why not just talk about it here on my DCTV Weekly Rankings, where I'll talk a little bit about it anyways. And hopefully this week, with an all-new episode of Arrow, I'll talk about that new episode. So let's get right into it. What was my least favorite episode this week? Coming at the bottom of the list, I have Legends of Tomorrow, Ava. This was my least favorite episode. I'm not too sure what to think about this Ava stuff that's going on, this little twist with the character. I was cool with the character in the beginning, and I really do like the relationship between Ava and Sarah, but I'm just, this clone thing is just like, I'm not won over yet by it. I have to see what the twist is. I have to see what they're leading up to with it, and because Rip clearly knows something about it, and they want to seek Rip to get more answers, and I want more answers. I have to see what the answers are, and then maybe if I go back and watch this episode, if the answers are good, maybe I'll like this episode a little bit better. But right now, I'm kind of having mixed feelings about this episode. There was some good stuff in this episode. Like, I did like the Kawaza stuff, Vixen and Nate, and the Mick stuff with him training with, I forgot the name of the character right now, but yeah, he's like training to use the totem. I thought that was some fun stuff, but the Ava stuff was kind of taking it down for me a little bit, so that's why it's on the bottom of the list. The next one I have is Black Lightning, the Book of Redemption. This was a cool episode. Black Lightning is pretty cool right now. You know, I really like the first episode a lot, and it's had a steady streak, but no episode has gotten better since. You know, it's just been the straight line of good episodes. I want that episode that really has me excited, that really has me like cheering and like, yes, this is the episode. I can't wait for the next episode. Right now, all the episodes for me personally they're good, but they're not that level of greatness yet that I wanted to be at. So we'll see. We're nearing the finale very soon. I think this was episode 10 or something like that, so maybe episode 8, I don't remember right now, but I know we're nearing the final few episodes very soon, so it will be interesting to see how they end it. But I am really loving the father-daughter dynamic still. That's something that I'm really loving this season, and it looks like daughter number 2 might be getting she already has powers, but will she be joining the fight very soon? That's going to be interesting to see that happen very soon. Next on the list, I have Gotham, one of my 3 soups. I literally just watched this morning to prepare for this video. And this was a really good episode of Gotham. Gotham, whenever Jerome is on, you know you're going to get something good. So there was a lot of stuff going on. I really like seeing the Mad Hatter back. Scarecrow didn't do much, but he was in there too. This was more Mad Hatter causing trouble. But Jerome had his own little story arc going on as well, and he crossed paths with Bruce for a little bit there, which was really cool. Bruce rescued Jerome, which I thought was funny. Did Jerome rescue Bruce? Yeah, it looks like he did. There was some really interesting stuff. The Selena dynamic with Bruce is interesting. They're having this back and forth. I don't know if they're really friends or not anymore, but they keep brushing it. Like Bruce keeps saying, you know what, Selena, just get out of here. Yeah, I'm loving everything Gotham has been doing this season. I think Gotham is definitely stepping up its game. Next, we have Arrow, the Thanatos Guiled. Thanatos, no relation to Thanos. This was a nice little goodbye to Thea and maybe Roy. Thea, the actress Willa Holland, is, I guess, off the show now. She's no longer a regular cast member. This was her goodbye episode. They left it open just in case she ever wants to return, maybe even as a guest star. I was kind of hoping Roy and Thea, or at least Roy, would have sticked around a little bit longer, get back in the red suit. We didn't even get to see him in the red suit, man, and whatever. But for the most part, I thought this was a nice little goodbye. I thought it was funny because in Canada they have Arrow and Gotham playing back to back, and both episodes involve the League of Shadows or League of Assassins. Ra's al Ghul Ra's al Ghul was even on Gotham, while Nysa returned to Arrow in this episode. So I just thought it was funny. Both shows are not connected, but they play back to back on CTV. And I just thought it was kind of funny because, like, if people are not aware of which shows are, like, connected to which shows, they'll probably be a little confused, saying, wait a minute, Al Ghul and Al Ghul, what the heck is going on? Is Arrow connected to Gotham? No, but I just find it funny that CTV would air them back to back like that. That's for me as a fan, I think it's awesome. I get it. They're both not connected. Just a little funny little thing there. And it always makes me wonder now, why is the Al Ghul family and the League of Shadows or Assassins, why are they allowed to be like multiple versions of them? But every other Batman character, like Deathstroke, if he's being used in the movie, he can't be used on the TV show. Why does that have to happen? I don't get that. Moving on to my number one DC TV show of the week. Krypton, the House of L. I just watched this right now. That's why I'm doing this video. Got done watching all the shows. And yeah, Krypton. I'll admit I didn't enjoy it as much as the pilot episode. But I think because the pilot episode was really nice and fresh, that I wasn't knowing what to expect. Now that I understand how the show is, and all the setups, all the introductions to the characters, we get more into the story, and that's what I'm really liking. They leave it off with them finding out that Brainiac is already on Earth. I have a few theories on that. Maybe I'll do a separate video for that later. But yeah, I thought this episode was really strong. I'm really liking the acting in this episode, this show as well. You can tell this is a higher quality show compared to the other shows that I just talked about. Like they're all like they have that CW budget, smaller budget. Sometimes the extras on the CW shows in particular can be a little cringeworthy. But for the most part, I think Krypton is awesome, and I can't wait to see Brainiac come in full frontal and see what they do with him, because I hope they don't cheap out like Supergirl has Brainiac 5 right now this season. And let's just say Brainiac 5 is kind of a little bit of a disappointment, the way he looks anyways. And the Brainiac on Krypton looks freaking amazing. Like, that looks like Brainiac from the comics, or the current comics. So yeah, I'm really loving it. And this episode this week I just watched it right now. I don't know, maybe it's because I just watched it, but then again, I also just watched Arrow and Gotham right before it. So funny enough, those are the top three. Believe me though, I'm not being biased just because I watched those three recently. I can remember the other two shows pretty clearly. It's just these three were much better, especially Krypton. So Krypton, I hope you continue to crush it each weekend, because you might be my new favorite show if you continue this right now. So with that being said, guys, tell me your rankings of all the DC TV shows. Even if you don't watch all of them, just comment below and tell me the ones you do watch and what did you think of them. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, take care.